Okay, Rangerover Sport. Coming for a coolant leak. Now, pressure tested it. And our leak is coming from the coolant manifold. As you can see in here, we've got coolant on top of the cylinder heads. Coolant weeping out. Now, these are common. And these, I know you can't see in there really, but you can definitely see where the coolant's been leaking. It looks like this. This is a new one. So it sits between the two cylinder heads. And they usually crack along here. Fire goes to the radiator, these come out of the two cylinder heads. Now to change this, we're going to remove air intake. This is a single turbo fan cowling, and we can get the intake off. So we have two 8mm bolts and Jubilee, which you can undo. That will pop the tube out. Lift that straight out. Fan cowling. Unpop the tube. Cowling wheel. Underneath the tube. Get the fan cowling off. Now, this is the tube that goes from the radiator round to the top. So we need to get behind here. We need to undo our Jubilee, pull our snap clip up, undo the plugs that are on this. There's a bolt here for this, which will need undoing, and then we should be able to pull that off. You can get it off without taking the viscous fan off, so we'll get this off and we'll come back. Okay, undo our bolt, undo the Jubilee, pull our clip out. This will now pull off. Should be able to pull it up and past. Now, to get this out of the way, unplug our plug, one bolt here, and then we need to loosen these two clamps, and then we can wiggle this whole assembly out the way. All we need to undo, loosen this bolt, as well as that bolt, so we can wiggle these out the way. So we get these bits off. Okay, so undo our bolt, undo our clamp here, undo our clamp here. If you can't undo these clamps, you can follow the tube down, and there are two bolts each side. You can undo this entire tube. Now that's loose, you should be able to give it a wiggle. Make sure you've got everything unplugged. Wiggle it. You might have to pull the tubes out of the way a little bit. But it will come out. You need to come out at an angle like that. We'll get this out now. Okay, so pull this out, it goes one way and then pulls out. Now we can see what we're after. We've got two bolts, 1, 2, and one in there, and one at the back, 2. Let's disconnect our coolant hose, other coolant hose. Third coolant hose, those 4 bolts, and then the whole unit will come up and off. That's where I start disconnecting these tubes and come back. Okay, so we've got our coolant hose off, blade hose and the bottom hose off. It's a good idea to drain a bit of coolant out if it's not really low, otherwise you're going to get coolant spill. Try and minimise. You can see down in there where the coolant is all laying. Now you can see, let's move it, the split along here. This is where it usually goes. So now the last thing is 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. We can lift this off. Okay, 4 bolts out. Bit of a wiggle. It is pushed into an O-ring at the back here as well. Bit of a wiggle. There we go. The O-ring down there. You can see coolant. It's leaked out of the manifold. And then we need to remove, clean up any debris around here. Clean this up as well. Get ready to fit our new one. As our new unit's bolted on, got bolts tightened down. Now start to put our coolant tubes back on and get our inlet back on. Okay, we refitted our inlet, clip back in, boost hose back on, air tube, so you need to put your fan cannon on first and then the air tube sits back on top. Refill that coolant, so now we shouldn't have any more coolant leaks under there. So you change the coolant manifold flange on the Landrover.